everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Feels good. Closing in on 10 wins in a row here. Let's not get too cocky. The god of random is unpredictable and clumped. Kane is fine. Haven't played Kane in forever. MA36 CRCQ. Feels nice, you know, 9 wins in a row. Getting, don't mind if I do. Getting to the point where, you know, we care less about the failures of yesterday, more about the successes of last night. Okay, you know, I'm trying to, like, thing is, when I say yesterday, it doesn't give you a whole lot of time. I should have said, you know, the failures of the day before yesterday and the successes of yesterday, but instead I had to improvise. Anytime we random, well, let's be honest, anytime we random not keeper, did you see that? Daddy's back. Anytime we random not keeper, to a lesser extent the Lost, to a lesser extent, you know, Lilith, Blue Baby, occasionally Judas, who I love, but, you know, is also a little dangerous. Shouldn't have popped that. It could have been paralysis, but we're lucky it wasn't. Just, again, keep your head screwed on straight. This is the start of potentially a long afternoon of Isaac recording sessions. All we're gonna do is stay steady. Fight Larry Jr., who is pretty much an ideal boss for us right now. If we can make the right decision 7 to 9 times out of 10, we're going to win 97 and 99% of our runs. I truly believe that. Now, some decisions are worth more than others, but I'm talking mostly about decisions with any kind of impactful weight. This is a little dangerous. 2 of the same pill. Gotta love it. Okay, let's, okay, we're fine. Secret rooms, please. Wow. Not worth the time and okay. This is very dangerous. By the way, the right decision is to not take these pills. And yet we did. And here we are. I'm gonna shoot the poops. Almost never are they gonna pay out here. But if we had a chance to... That's how much I believed that they wouldn't pay out. If they did, it could have been worth something, was what I was gonna say. Grab these real quick. Okay, now, so likely to get a deal with the devil. Alright, so we used up our mistake. That's good. Leaves us in a position where we got no more mistakes left to make. So we have no complaints whatsoever. And dude, I'm feeling good again. We've at least, you know, we've proven with a couple of dicey runs, we're here to party again. I'm proud of myself. You know, if we hit 10 in a row, that'll mean we didn't just, we didn't just oscillate, you know what I mean? Like, oftentimes, you lose a decent streak, you lose 6 runs out of your next 8. Just to, I don't know, just because you're going through like a little Robert Downey Jr. period or something like that. But like Robert Downey Jr., we got to reinvent ourselves in a cleaner image here that the next generation won't even remember us being, you know, Hollywood's bad boy. I mean, I really shouldn't. I'm a little on the younger side for having seen Robert Downey Jr.'s earlier career. It's not like when I was 4 years old, I was like, Mama, take me to the theater so I can see Robert Altman's ensemble film about life in Los Angeles known as Shortcuts, but still. You're not paying out. You know what, you son of a gun? I'm going to try something that I very seldom would ever do. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to take Goat Head, then I'm going to pop it. Fair enough. That's where we stop. Little dicey, but that, I think anybody in my position is making the same decision there. And by that I mean, you're taking Goat Head. You might not have given half a Spirit Heart to the Demon Judgment, but everybody, you know, you're going to make that decision, I think. Most people will probably make that decision. I don't know. I don't watch that many other people play Isaac. Everybody's got their own style, which is kind of nice, but my style's the best. I don't actually believe that. It's very hard for me to say no to that, and I'll tell you why. It's because my brain is a little broken with respect to piercing shots. Even though we have it, the first thing my brain went is, oh, pick it up. And it's not worth nothing, because it is a speed upgrade. We have no means to re-roll it yet, but it would be in our best interest to try to re-roll it to get something better than a speed upgrade. There's no benefit to having 2 piercing shots. It's like the only bad thing about it. About piercing shots, I should say. I'm gonna go for it. Because if you give me HP, it's unlikely, maybe like a 25% chance, but hey, dude, I was just gonna say, it would be worth a lot if it happened. Not just for that reason right there. I mean, it's going real nicely. Quarter, please. Quarter. Little money. Quarter. Okay. If we can't reroll, life goes on. 1.3 speed is not where we want to be for the rest of our natural lives in Isaac. This is going to be a bit cumbersome. Let me out, please. Okay, that's 1 full spirit heart down the drain. That hurts, but you know, it's an indication of the fact that we'd like some more damage. It's probably not mission critical, but we'd definitely like some more. All we need is a little bit more money or a bomb to start a reroll train going. Keys, always happy to see them. Not the most important thing for us right now. I am very upset with myself for that. Never should have taken damage there. So at this point, we're pretty much stuck. We got to take the speed upgrade. It's not horrible. All right, let's get out of here. You're a fool. This is really bad. How did this all go wrong so quickly? So here's what we do. We can't change the situation we're in. All you do is you take a deep breath. Recognize, like, every room has the potential to be very tricky here. This probably wouldn't have been my first choice. And yet, here we are. Homing shots and very deleterious creep. That lasts forever, apparently. Now, you know, you're not likely to get a red heart from this guy. But if you can fight him and not take damage, you can fight anybody. Really, the concern is more not fighting anybody, but fighting a room full of enemies that are a big pain in the butt. Good work. Huge, huge. Like, extraordinarily big. Again, in order to win a lot of runs in a row, you're going to have to deal with situations like this. This one's of my own creation, admittedly. And, you know, it's got my hands a little shaky, but what are you supposed to do? All you can do is deal with it. Now, I would love a spirit heart. And there's a chance that these could make something happen. Oh, power pill, dude. Look at that. Back to full HP. Okay. All we had to do was settle down there. You know, it's very easy. Would have been very easy to panic while fighting against Ultra Pride. Instead, a lot of lucky situations came to pass simultaneously. Whew. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little afraid. Afraid, again, is a very strange word to use as an adult when you're talking about a video game, but you know what I mean, like... I was concerned about the future, especially because I opened by talking about how, like, we're probably in a pretty good spot for this streak right now. And again, you can't... I'm noticing, like, a one-to-one relationship between when I talk about winning and when I start to lose. So, just thinking, maybe shut your face, you big disgrace. How much HP do you have? I know I'm on default damage for Kane, but, like, you know, it's not that bad. I really, really think we slow down. We don't fight yet. We go try to find the item room. Yeah. And, hope that it's... straight up, I will almost never ask for this item. Lard would be acceptable. Now, I'd love just an HP upgrade that comes with no negatives, or rather, an HP upgrade that comes with even more positives, like a Magic Mush. But, and we probably should have done that before we did this, but I didn't. More keys. Hey, dude, that's like the perfect item. I don't want to, you know... I don't know what to say, I guess is where I want to come at this one from. Because, like, we're just insanely lucky to have gotten the item that we did there. And we've been insanely lucky on all of our item runes. Even the Sagittarius one is just fine. Can't rely on that. So, you know, I'll take the luck when I can get it. That's not to say I don't get it often. I think I get it as often as the average person. But because it's on video, people think it happens even more frequently than that. I am going to go to the curse room, because we can afford to now. And 1 spirit heart is no longer, like, an enormous deal. Now that we got 2 spirit hearts back, oh, look at that. Doesn't matter. Pretty Fly is worth it, though. Yeah, this was all worth it. Okay, okay. Now give me the Hollow. He's like the perfect enemy for us to fight right now. Whew. Things changed, like, in the blink of an eye on this floor. We know we gotta deal with the devil. Take a deep breath. Approach the deal with the devil with, oh, I love it. Approach the deal with the devil with the decorum that it deserves. You don't want to pick up garbage. You got more deals with the devil coming every single floor because of the goat head. You don't have to settle for trash. We got a great guppy chance thanks to left hand as well. That was poor. Kind of left me in a rough spot there, but I understand. I did my best. I thought I saw it coming. The nail gives us a spacebar item, so I'm super happy with that. And then, I mean, you just got to take ceremonial robes here. Basically, I wouldn't say nothing can stop us now, but I would say we're in an amazing spot. And damage has finally come up. That was like our big sticking point. Okay, just wanted to make space. He's gonna spin. He spun in a direction that we can win in. Big misses. Just trying to extinguish the fires. Is this a little overkill? Perhaps, but, you know, all of these behaviors come from situations in the past where, you know, like a single fire has killed me or something like that, or done prohibitive damage. I would love to see... Lump of coal, please. Hey, AWAS. I'm just gonna pop it. Fair. We did get lump of coal. The moon. Oh, this is some good stuff. Oh my god, this whole floor is mini bosses apparently. But dude, we got some really, really positive things happening for us in the past couple of floors that now I can actually take a deep breath. It's hard to transition from like the I'm gonna lose Isaac commentary to it looks like it'll actually probably be an easy win territory, and rest assured, like, your boy is aware of the fact that he's basically been given a golden gift on this run. We will not take Cursed Eye. Big change, new year, new me. New Year's is in January. Chinese New Year's usually in February or sometimes January as well. Northernlion New Year, middle of August. New year, new me. What's the big resolution? I'm no longer disrespecting myself and my audience by taking bad items that are funny. Unless... wait, maybe we should make no unless. That's like making a New Year's resolution that's like, I'm gonna lose weight. Unless the food is really, really good. Because you'll find yourself, you know, February 4th, you'll be like, I mean, Cheetos are really, really good. That's not what you meant when you made the resolution. You meant like if it was a fancy restaurant or a special occasion. Yeah, we're like comically overpowered. Doesn't usually happen that quickly. The switch from endangered to completely safe, but it did this time. We'll definitely go to the curse room. Absolutely. Remember when we had trouble fighting? Woo, that was close. I don't know what that sound was. It was like R2-D2 at a brothel. Look for that in my Netflix special. I think we'll pop Pandora's box, because it should be an item in Spirit Hearts. Yeah. We could always use HP when we're getting deals with the devil like crazy. How did we take damage but maintain full HP? Like, there was a weird thing that happened with our health bar there. It went down and then back up. I didn't hit, like, the space... I didn't hit the nail right as I left, did I? I don't know. Anyway. Oh well. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, like, it casts aspersions on me when something like that happens. You would think that people would be, like, after 4 years of watching me, or 7, or whatever, they would be like, there's no reason to believe this guy cheats in Isaac, because I've seen him do some crazy, stupid stuff and pay the price, but you'd be surprised, you know? People might start to think that I'm cheating in Isaac, and I'm just really bad. I don't understand, the conspiracy. I know I've talked about it before. But in my experience, like, the incentive to cheat at a competitive game, I don't do, obviously. I mean, if you see me play PUBG, but I guess I understand it. You're like, I don't care about anybody else's enjoyment. All I care about is me having fun. And I have the most fun by crapping on other people. So I'm gonna, like, download a script or something that makes me able to win every single time. I don't find it fun, but I understand, I guess, the logic that leads to it. Cheating in a single-player game, I don't know, it just seems hollow to me, right? It's like setting up a chessboard and then playing against yourself. Okay, well, I mean, at this point, we might as well just... Yeah, we might as well just lose 2 Spirit Hearts instead of 1. Good idea. Well, we got it back. It's like setting up a chessboard and then, like, making your opponent's moves for them and being like, checkmate, you know? Doesn't... I guess the idea would be that it would lead to YouTube fame. If you were so good at this indie game that was at its popularity peak 4 years ago, you would just... dozens of subscribers. That's why people watch me, is because I'm so good at the game. Hey, stop that. Anyway. Dude, it's, I'm excited. It's Friday. It's, the day before my day off. I have a real Friday, and I've mentioned this for the past couple of weeks in a row. But it's nice, you know, last Friday, we went to, like, a little bit of an art thing in Vancouver. There was some outside mural festival. Had an awesome lunch, hung out with Corey, did some karaoke. It was a great time. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. To be honest, when I look for what to do, I usually Google what to do in Vancouver this weekend, and there's usually a festival that strikes my fancy, or, you know, there's like, oh, this person's playing here, that'd be cool to go to. And then, this weekend, nah, not really. It's the Blueberry and Banjo Festival in Richmond, British Columbia. I mean, and I gotta be honest, I just can't go to one more car-free day. Every weekend, there's something called a car-free day somewhere in Vancouver. Don't you mean Friday? Ha 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 ha. No, they do like one day, one weekend out of the summer. They block off like a major thoroughfare to traffic and then make it like a street festival. And it's cool, but you can only see so many food trucks over and over and over, and hey, we handmade alpaca sweaters, you know, and I'm over it for now. Deep fried mochi, spam musubi, like, it's all, I know you're like, that sounds dope. Yeah, I mean, it is the first 12 or 14 times, but you just, eventually you're like, oh, there's them again. I will not take Dad's key. Dad's key is fine. It actually has utility. Could save us a key, but we have 14. I'm kind of trying to put a rush in for boss rush, to be honest. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Might just relax. It's kind of a weird concept, but not like I work, like, outrageous hours, but I don't spend a whole lot of time sitting on my butt. Unless it's, no, do not smelt. Do not smelt, because you'll freak up the chest. Unless I'm playing a flight sim. Then or Slay the Spire Ascension. Anyway, 9 volts fine, and then why not battery as well? I can see. Alright, we are bordering on unkillable. We're at the point where we're basically using the nail for damage and damage exclusively, but simultaneously we can't afford to deviate from it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna think about it. It's weird, but like, the first part of my day off, I usually wake up before Kate, and I'm like, I hope I wake up early tomorrow so I can, like, get the laundry started. You might think that sounds lame. And I mean, you're right, it sounds incredibly lame. Love this room, by the way. However, once your mom stops doing your laundry, I promise you, you come to appreciate a clean laundry situation. And it's not that I want to do chores on my day off. It's that to have time to do chores is a blessing in and of itself, you know? Get a little vacuuming done, get a little dishes done, clean the kitchen up, and start from fresh for the next week. So next week on Tuesday, when it's messy, I can go, I'll just wait till Friday or Saturday to do it. Now I'm, like, really, that was dumb. I'm really under pressure to come up with something fun to do tomorrow, because otherwise you're going to be like, hey, how was the laundry? Yeah. Okay, we take both for sure. We can deal with this because, I mean, we're, first off, not going to do boss rush. Secondarily, we're going to be in permanent Polaroid invincibility zone, which is nice. Probably should have gone to the curse room, but I opted out. Battery charges, please. Battery charges, please. Battery charges. That's fine. Fun run, by the way. This is like it's a cool sort of Kane-ish run, you know? Not only did we start with 1 luck, but we got really lucky on our item rooms, and perhaps really lucky in general to be alive right now. I'm starting to feel there's a unique... probably shouldn't have taken it. There's a unique sort of vibe to being a YouTuber in the summer, if I may pull the veil back somewhat. And it's a double-edged sword. Let me give you a little glimpse into the life of a YouTuber, okay? One second. One makes you small. Hoop, perks will just pop because we can, and then we'll bounce. The summer, depending on the age of your audience, is a really good time for your numbers most of the time. And I've talked to people, you know, on YouTube and Twitch, it happens. Tends to be a little bit of a dip in August and September as people go back to school. Doesn't mean your audience is 11 years old, you know? College students have less time. People employed as teachers have less time. I don't think we want anything in there. Kind of tempted to take straw, honestly. But I also get, like, the most annoying messages during summer. Please don't take this in a too negative fashion. You just have to put yourself in my shoes, okay? I get a lot of messages, and I just want people to consider, I think we're just gonna go. I really want to drop Suicide King so I don't accidentally hit Q and ruin, you know, a week's worth of wins, but let's leave it all on the line. This is not meant to be negative, but many of you watching this may have done this to me in the past without knowing it. When you're watching a video and you have context for something, you have to tweet me with what that context is if you want me to understand. Like, I get a lot of tweets that sometimes they're just like, whoa, dude, are you okay? Those are anxiety-inducing tweets. I don't think we want Little Brim. I think it's just a little too much. Because I go, whoa, did I upload, you know, something I shouldn't have? Did I break down in a video and not realize it? Did I accidentally stream my nightly crying session? You know, etc., etc. So I have to reply to those and be like, what do you mean, am I okay? And they're like, well, I'm watching your video that you recorded 8 days ago and you're talking about, you know, bouncy castles in a weird way. You know, I understand. You're not trying to trigger any sort of anxiety, and I'm not trying to be a quote-unquote snowflake about it. I'm just saying, without context, it's like parasocial context. You got the context, I do not have the context. And I find that those messages, they dwindle. Like this sounds like a good name for a Dark Souls boss, but they dwindle in the school year. And I'm not saying it's exclusively coming from 15, 16-year-olds. They could be from teachers trying to freak me out. Remember when you were one of us? I don't know. I'm just saying. So it's always like, I'm always disappointed when summer ends. You know, I've kind of reached that point where I'm like an actor like William Fichtner. You know, he's a character actor. He's been in a lot of stuff. Hey, the Hypnotic. I noticed you. He's the bank manager at the start of The Dark Knight Rises. He's in Heat. He plays the bank manager in that movie. Plays a lot of bank managers. You'll know him if you see him. If you search William Fichtner, Fichtner, you'll know his face. I feel like on YouTube and Twitch, I'm him. I'm successful in those platforms. But, you know, I'm never going to be Thomas Cruise. Never going to be Jonathan Travolta. All these references are dated by about 15 years. I'm never going to be... Who's the hottest star right now? Who is the hottest star in Hollywood? I don't know if I would... It's probably Chris Pratt or The Rock, right? Never going to be a Chris Pratt or The Rock. And I'm okay with that. I'm very comfortable in the niche in which I've crafted. So my numbers are pretty much, you know, they stay relatively similar year-round. But, you know, there's a little bit of, like, a depression in the graph when September comes around sometimes. And you're like, oh, back to school. You get these messages that are like, hey, NL won't be able to watch as much soon. I'm starting college. And you're like, oh, I see. Traitor. It's not like that. Mostly. I am going to re-roll my run, because this isn't part of the new year, new me. I love re-rolling my run. I am very salty we didn't get a transformation. Stats still look good, except for range, but our shots have a great economy to them. Every shot spawns more shots. Ooh. Third pretty fly. But yeah, I do get a lot less, like, ambiguous tweets. You gotta understand, it's like, I've talked about it before, it's like Mathis. He has a bad habit. I love the guy, sincerely. Okay, it's like a platonic love. I'm not actually in love with Mathis. I'm not worried that you would be like, well, NL loves Mathis. I'm more worried that you would be like, oh, that's sweet. That's why I have to cut back a little bit. You know, we get along well together. I like him. I don't feel a love for him on a romantic level. This has gotten weird. Okay. Anyway, the point is, he has a bad habit of doing this thing where he pings you and he goes, hey, Ryan, we need to talk. Or he says, like, I want to talk to you. And then you immediately reply, what? And then he doesn't reply to you for another 45 minutes, and the whole time I've gotten used to it now, but you're kind of like, what does he want to talk about? Is everything all right with him? Is everything all right with me? Are we fighting? I don't understand. Like, there's just a little bit of anxiety associated with it, you know? It's the same thing when you get a tweet that's just like, yo, bro, are you okay? And then you're like, what's wrong? Oh, we're guppy already. In that case, I think we will go for permanent Polaroid invincibility. And then you're like, what do you mean, am I okay? And they go, well, I was watching your Darkest Dungeon episode from 5 years ago, and you sounded a little sad. It's okay. And, you know, I understand it's part of the business. It happens. But yeah, that's why there's a little bit of a double-edged sword. I feel like toxicity is more likely to come from a young person. And I don't think that it always comes from young people. But I do that whenever I get a comment that's like, hey, you made a mistake in a video, I'm like, well-adjusted individual. No problems. Whenever I get a comment that's like, hey, fatty, I'm like, okay, go back to homeroom, please. You know, doesn't your mom limit your internet usage? I'm actually looking out for you. That's the thing. You think I'm giving you insults, but I'm trying to make sure you turn into a well-adjusted young adult that doesn't get their lunch money stolen at college. But sure, you know, it's going well. How are you? Anyway. Hey, let's go. I could fight Hush on this run. I will fight Hush on this run. We got money, we got keys. Why not take a chance on it? Curse of the Maze. That's okay. It actually might not be bad at all. Ain't no passing craze. I don't know what this pill is. It's just question marks every time. Mom's knife is kind of bad with Guppy. Yo, and it's not great with Ipecac. I think we gotta accept that this is our true calling. Like, our damage is so good now. Perks is really strong to carry in here as well. Now, will we go with nothing from that earlier room? Yes? Just doesn't seem to be worth that much. Ruka, I'll let you in a second, buddy. Hello. Dun, 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 dun. It is the boy who knocks down all my stuff. Yeah, that's the Jurassic Park theme song. Or is that called Jurassic Park? Now that you're in, what do you want? I see you. You're looking to jump on the computer. I would prefer if you wouldn't. Here's the deal, my friend. Welcome to the lap. The sacred cat-friendly zone. Please do not knock my cell phone off of my desk. Thank you. I appreciate it. He's getting a little antsy. I can feel it. So if you want your cat to stay on your lap, you gotta sing him a song sometimes. And I find, like, if you just take a popular song from, like, 9 years ago and then put his name in it, that usually works pretty well. So you go, and boy, you got my heartbeat running away. Ruka, Ruka doo, he's a cute kitty. Can't you see that meow, 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 he is a super cat. Dude, he's loving it. Now, it might surprise you. That one was off the top of the dome piece. What can I say? I mean, you're watching a very talented individual right now. Not too bright, though, because I chose to fight Hush. Why are you so strong? I'm just generating flies. One day they're gonna aggro you. Nope. They don't know he exists. It's alright. It's not like they would do 100 damage each. Oh my god, one hit him. Oh, they figured it out. Don't do it. Don't do it. I had you on the ropes. You never even had your car on the ropes. You can't keep saying that. Vincent Diesel. Hey, what does Vin Diesel call it when he takes a bathroom break when he's playing Dungeons and Dragons? Biodiesel. Share, forward, re. You won't believe this. Nerds only. I friggin' love science at facebook.com. Yo, get dusted. Alright. Easy fight in the whole scheme of things. I'm not taking perks with me. You know why? We don't need perks to win this run. Perks and recreation. Ruka. It's cute. He thinks he's helping. You're doing nothing. You're just, you're a very ancillary part of this. Appreciate it, though. Analytics have shown from all the data we've requested that videos with Ruka tend to have a plus 10% watch time and viewer retention as compared to videos with Tomo. I'm sorry to tell you, Ruka brings a little bit more of the, he brings in the eyes and the demographic in which we're interested. Tomo, he's more of a passive, you know, people, you get 14% more, "Aw, Tomo," in the comments below, but Ruka, he really gets the people talking, so he's like a box office smash. Tomo's more of like a slow box office burn, like a critically acclaimed Oscar-nominated movie. Ruka's a little bit more like, you know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, disaster of the week sort of deal. Hey. We can't be killed. Our flies are too strong. It won't allow it to happen. Dude, absolutely. So first off, we can fly. I think I accidentally used Sharp Plug? Yeah, I do have Sharp Plug. The last one was just a test. I'm not too sore about it, because it means, you know, you could convert a lot of unused HP into flies, maybe for like the final boss fight, but yeah, it was a really good and smart idea, I would say. Why did everything explode? I know we have Ipecac, but what plus Ipecac brought that to justice? I am an idiot. Do we have like sharp pencil or something? This is 1 in every 10 shots is exploding 70 times. Anyway, we took about 13 hits and took no damage in the process, so I would say that we're pretty much like in an unlosable spot. It's when they hit a wall. I have no idea why. Oh, you son of a gun. We had you, like, dead to rights. Nah. Highly unnecessary right now. Alrighty. Dude, we went from the bottom to the top on this run. No chance at boss rush. Easy hush victory. Telepathy's kind of interesting, but it's not as interesting as generating like 200 damage per room just for pressing the spacebar. Luck stat of 0. So don't count on getting too many new items. It would also be nice if I could stop hurting myself, but I feel like I have taken so little damage, despite obviously hitting myself over and over and over. Hit that way too soon. That I haven't really been made to answer for my crimes. But again, you know, now it's right around the time that you're on the chest on a winning run. It's no longer about this run. It's about the next run. It's about setting yourself up for the future. You know when it happens a lot is in a game called Overcooked. Sometimes, it's a co-op game, it's very mind-floody. It's a lot like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, but you have to cook. So you'll have, like, one person will be on the left side of the kitchen, they'll have access to all the vegetables, one person will be on the right side, they got access to all the knives. So you gotta be like, hey, please pass me an onion, please pass me a tomato. And sometimes the missions are not gonna go according to plan, you're gonna run out of time, and it's going to be clear that you have no chance to get 3 stars, but you're going to run out of time in advance. So what do? You give up? Or do you continue to play and learn a little bit that'll help you the next time you do it? When there's 30 seconds left, you got no chance of a victory. The answer is, you do whatever you want. Because, you know, you paid for the video game, you can interface with it in whatever fashion you choose. Alright, so I love that whatever's happening here is happening. I think it's really cool. That all of our shots explode if they have Ghost Pepper a millisecond after they leave our body. But what I like to do in Overcooked is even if you know you can't win or can't get a perfect score, you go for broke nonetheless. You know, try to learn something. You never know, in that final little set of actions, you might learn something that helps you destroy it next time. You might be like, oh, there's 3 pots on this side, not 2, so I'm good to cook 3 pastas at once. Anyway, great run. I had a good time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you did as well. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.